Motivation can give you the energy to get things done, but it doesn't always show up when you need it most. If you're struggling to start or finish a task, learn to encourage yourself to keep going. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a small village. Every night, he lit a fire to keep himself warm, but some nights, the fire went out too early. He complained, maybe the wood is bad or the wind is too weak. Until one day he realized the problem wasn't the wood or the wind, but the fact that he had forgotten to feed the fire. Our motivation is just like that flame. It can light up an entire room, but if we don't nurture it, it will slowly fade away. And when it goes out, only you can rekindle it. Here are the methods that will help you find and keep your motivation. Method 1. Build a routine. 1.1. Remind yourself why you want to do it. Motivation doesn't appear out of nowhere. It starts with a reason. If you don't know why you're doing something, it's easy to give up halfway. Take a minute to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Write down your answer or say it out loud. When you hear your own voice reaffirm your goal, you're reinforcing the belief that it truly matters. For example, you might say, I'm going for a run right now because I want to feel healthier and more energized. Also, remind yourself of the cost of procrastination. Every time you delay, time keeps moving and opportunities slowly slip away. Promise yourself things like, if I finish this task right now, I can rest early tonight. And to keep that inner fire burning, create a vision board. Fill it with images, quotes, or goals that truly inspire you. Each time you look at it, you'll remember, this is why I started. 1.2. Break tasks into smaller steps. One big reason we lose motivation is because we see our tasks as too large, too overwhelming. That feeling of, I have a mountain of work to do, can stop you before you even begin. But if you learn to break things down, everything becomes more manageable. Try dividing your long day into smaller, clearer segments. Instead of thinking, I have to work all morning, say to yourself, I'll write this report for 1 hour, then take a 10-minute break to stretch, have a meeting at 11, and lunch at 12. When you complete small portions of work, you not only feel lighter, but also build momentum, that satisfying sense of progress that keeps you going. A few small wins early in the day can boost your confidence and make tackling bigger challenges easier. The human brain loves the feeling of completion. Every time you check off a task, dopamine, the feel-good chemical, gives you a little surge of satisfaction and energy to keep moving forward. 1.3. Make your activities enjoyable. No one can stay motivated forever if they constantly force themselves to do boring tasks. If you always feel afraid or unmotivated before starting something, don't just push through it. Find a way to make it more enjoyable. Ask yourself, how can I make this fun for me? Sometimes, just changing the way you approach a task can completely change how you feel about it. You can. Invite a friend to join you for extra energy. Turn the task into a small game. For example, set a timer and see how much you can finish in 25 minutes. Reward yourself after completing a difficult part. 1.4. Take breaks to avoid burnout. Working hard is a good thing, but if you don't know when to rest, your energy and focus will quickly run out. Your brain isn't built to operate for hours without pause. It needs short breaks to recover and recharge creativity. So schedule regular breaks throughout your day. Even 5 minutes every hour to stand up, stretch, or take a few deep breaths can refresh your mind. You can set small checkpoints to look forward to, such as, if I finish this report before 2 p.m., I'll let myself take a 10-minute break. And don't forget to rest properly on weekends. Put work aside, take a walk, meet friends, or simply stay still and breathe. 1.5. Tell yourself you can accomplish anything. Sometimes, the person who discourages you the most is yourself. The little voice that whispers, I'm not good enough, or I'll never finish this, can quietly extinguish your motivation. But the wonderful thing is, you can change that inner voice. Start by practicing positive self-affirmation. Instead of doubting yourself, tell yourself, I can do this. Once I start, things will become clearer. Each time you overcome a moment of self-doubt, you're teaching yourself something powerful. Nothing is impossible, as long as you don't give up. Method 2. Stay accountable. 2.1. Find a companion to go with you. No one can go far alone. Sometimes what you need isn't more motivation, but someone to walk the journey with you. Find a friend, mentor, or colleague you trust to be your accountability partner. They'll be the one to remind you to keep going, to ask, "How's it going?" and to encourage you when you start to lose momentum. When you know someone is waiting to see your results, you naturally become more focused and disciplined. Don't be afraid to share your drafts, ideas, or progress with your partner. Let them give honest and constructive feedback, because sometimes a sincere piece of advice is worth more than a compliment. A good accountability partner doesn't just help you move faster, they make the journey less lonely and a lot more meaningful. 2.2. Create your own task list. A clear list helps your brain feel less overwhelmed and stay focused on what needs to be done right now. Place your list somewhere visible, on your desk, next to your screen, or as a widget on your phone. Every time you finish a task, cross it off. That small done moment gives you a mental boost, enough to keep your motivation going for the next step. You can use simple apps like Apple Reminders, Microsoft To Do, or Google Tasks to create tasks by day, week, or month. Add reminders and deadlines. Use tags to categorize them: work, study, personal, etc. To make it easier to manage, divide your system into two types of lists. One daily list, 3 to 5 most important tasks, MITs for today. If a task takes more than 30 to 90 minutes, break it into 10 to 25-minute steps to make starting easier. 2 project list, contains short-term 1 to 2 weeks and long-term 1 to 3 months goals. At the start of each week, move priority items from your project list to your daily list. Remember, the list isn't meant to pressure you. It's there to free your mind, create a steady rhythm of progress, and help you end each day with a sense of completion. 2.3. Build habits for yourself. Motivation comes and goes, but habits are what carry you through. When an action is repeated consistently every day, it stops being an effort and becomes a natural part of your routine. Start by creating a schedule that fits your lifestyle, then stick to it as best you can. Doing the same task at the same time each day helps train your brain to recognize it's time to do this now. Habits don't rely on feelings, they rely on action. Even on days when you're tired or uninspired, if you simply sit down and start, even for just 10 minutes, you're keeping the wheel turning. Because in the end, success doesn't come from bursts of inspiration. It comes from small, consistent actions repeated every single day. Method 3. Achieve your goals. 3.1. Set a clear and specific final goal. You can't move fast if you don't know where you're going. Sometimes the reason we lack motivation isn't laziness. It's because we're unclear about our destination. Start by defining a clear and achievable end goal, something you can visualize, measure, and know exactly when you've reached it. For example, if you're a student, your goal might be to get into your dream university or earn a specific internship position. If you want to start a business, determine what kind of company you want to build. Will you sell products, offer services, or provide consulting? The more specific you are, the easier it will be to find your path forward. A clear goal not only keeps you moving in the right direction, it also helps you stay motivated, even when the journey gets tough. 3.2. Break big goals into smaller ones. A big goal can be exciting, but also overwhelming. The secret to not giving up halfway is to divide the journey into smaller, achievable milestones, one clear, realistic step at a time. Each step becomes a small checkpoint that helps you track progress, celebrate wins, and stay mentally strong. For example, if your goal is to own a house, break it down like this. 1. Save a fixed amount of money every month. 2. Improve your credit score. 3. Learn about the mortgage process. 4. Choose the area where you want to live. 5. Start searching for a suitable home. When you break your goal into smaller pieces, the journey feels less intimidating. Instead of seeing a giant mountain to climb, you only need to focus on the next step, and each step you conquer is already a small victory. 3.3. Find a role model who has reached a similar goal. Nothing strengthens belief more than seeing someone else achieve what you aspire to do. When you know someone who has already succeeded, their story becomes a source of inspiration, a reminder that, if they did it, I can too. Choose a role model, someone who has achieved what you're working toward. They could be someone in your real life, a family member, an inspiring boss, a teacher, or a mentor. Or they could be a public figure you admire, an entrepreneur, scientist, athlete, or artist whose journey inspires you. If it's someone you can reach, talk to them directly. Ask how they started, what challenges they faced, and how they overcame them. Even a few honest words of advice can make your path much clearer. 3.4. Visualize your goal or dream. Before achieving anything in reality, you must first see it clearly in your mind. Each day, take a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and imagine the moment you achieve your goal. Picture it vividly. Where are you? What are you doing? What are you wearing? Who's beside you? And how does it feel? The more detailed your visualization, the more your brain begins to believe it's real, and that belief fuels action. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a like and subscribe to support the channel. Your support means the world and helps me keep creating more content for you.